then, I wanted to talk about the Other One Series 2 on BBC. All the episodes are available on iPlayer, well, at least in the UK. I'm not sure how anywhere else people get them. The other one is a comedy series that is 6 episodes long, which follows the story of 2 sisters who find out they're sisters when the dad dies, and you realise he's a sort of bigamist. He's not married to more people, but he's got 2 families that he flitted between. One was more well off than the other, and the first series was all about them coming to terms with being sisters and sort of tensions between the 2 mothers, one being the official wife who was very middle class and sort of upset about that, and then the other being his lover, and a bit more free and easy about it, but she had her own problems. I've done a review of the first series on here anyway, you look at that. This series carries on from where the first one left off, with them finding out they've also got a brother and that the dad was having it away with someone else. Turns out this was from a sort of one night stand with a lady that he had come to his pub quiz, and she was feeling down, but it resulted in them having a baby, and he's roughly the same age as the girls. He's a model, and he also has to come to terms with this. You've also got the storyline of the mistress from the first series, really getting upset because he was cheating on her with this other woman, and she doesn't like it when the shoe's on the other foot. You've also got in the background the main character, Kathy. She is the sort of middle class sister, played very well by Ellie White. Her fiance, who left her at the altar in the first series, is back with his new girlfriend, and they're doing horrible things to her. Really, they sort of have parties at their old house and don't tell her, so there's awkward things there, and they just act in the most sort of unreasonable manner possible that makes you really dislike him. But there are things you find out about him that make you dislike him even more. And again, there's this thing where he's trying to get back with her at one point, but he's also overly friendly with her mum, and that's funny. I thought for a minute that they were going to get together, the mum and him, and I think that's where if they have a third series, they should probably drive the story towards that. There's also something I thought was going to occur that didn't, which was that I thought the dad was going to be alive, but he wasn't. But I do wonder if they might try and do something with that. But I think he's definitely dead if you watch the pilot. Anyway, I think it is a very funny series. It's a kind of humour that, if you don't like it from watching the first episode, I wouldn't bother watching the rest of the series. It sets its stall out early. It's that culture class kind of comedy. It's got a heart, which I like, and I think it's very well acted by all the main characters. I think it's very well written too. I'm not saying it's sort of like some deep, dive into families and parents and that. It's just a good basic comedy that I really like, and I'm looking forward to a third series. There is a twist at the end of this series which I won't spoil, but it does bear good for binge watching. You can sit there and watch the first series, again only 6 episodes at a half hour each long, and then you can go straight into the second series. Whether it's got any more material in it to go beyond the third series, I don't know. I think it would probably run its course by then, and that's when they should call it quits, unless they can think up something to really keep the narrative going. But there has to come a point where you go, that's it. But I would say if you're looking for an easy comedy, you want something that's going to make you laugh, and you like that sort of slightly broad culture clash comedy from England, give this a try. It'll be worth it.